warm welcome to this special Network 18 Money Control interview. We are on the Davos Promenade right outside the Maharashtra Pavilion with the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. Thank you very much, sir, for talking to us. Congratulations on the recent win in the local elections. Like I was saying, this is effectively a triple engine system that you have in place now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a triple engine, but I would say that it's triple responsibility because when you get such a big mandate, it actually gives you a chance to be more responsible to respond to the needs of people. So I think now that the joy is settled, I can feel the responsibility.
Right. Coming to Davos and World Economic Forum 2026, it's a full house, almost a full house from India. We went to the India Pavilion. There were 9 states and 10 states together are showcasing this time. From Assam to Jharkhand to Maharashtra to Gujarat to Karnataka to Telangana to Andhra to Uttar Pradesh to Madhya Pradesh to Kerala to Karnataka. I hope I got all 10 states in the mix. So how is Maharashtra going to stand out? Because traditionally, if you look at it, Maharashtra has always been one of India's top investment destinations, one of the biggest contributors to GDP. But how are you going to position yourself when there is so much of competition, especially from newer states like Andhra?
First of all, let me tell you that I am very happy that so many Indian states are participating here. I think it is because of the competitive federalism which our Honorable Prime Minister has started within. And actually, I would like to say that the entire investment ecosystem in India is created by the initiatives of Honorable Prime Minister. So now is a time when every single state showcases its capability and attracts more and more, investment in their state. So far as Maharashtra is concerned, historically we have been a very powerful state in terms of inviting the investments, and of course in last 10 years, if you can see, Maharashtra has grown manifold in terms of investment. Even last time when I was in Davos, we could attract investments worth 16 lakh crores, and I'm very sure that this time will surpass that number because huge interests are pouring in and people are talking to us, and all the serious players are actually interacting with us. So I'm sure that we'll be able to showcase, because today I always say that in today's world, more than capital, credibility counts. And in Maharashtra, we have created a very credible ecosystem. And this credible ecosystem actually, attracts the investors more because we have not just been promising, we have been delivering on our promises. That is very important.
You've actually given us a big headline, 16 lakh crore worth of investments announced last Davos.
Yes.
And this time you're confident that you will surpass that target.
Absolutely.
तो टारगेट बता दीजिए.
नहीं,
डबल होगा.
देखिए, मैं अभी ये तो नहीं कहता हूँ कि इट विल बी डबल, बट बहुत अच्छा होगा.
बहुत अच्छा मतलब 20-25.
Let's hope so.
But, some people feel that Davos should not be about MOUs. It is about learning about the changes, the new industries. What is your feeling? Is World Economic Forum useful for you to, initiate some of these conversations with potential investors?
I totally agree with this statement. Davos is not just about, MOUs, not just about investment. It is more about networking. It is more about learning. It is more about, interacting with the frontier technologies, new technologies, with the changing world. And I think MOU is just a byproduct of that.
Right.
Because today, if you want to stay relevant in the global investment ecosystem, you have to be present in Davos. And mostly foreign investors are now collaborating with Indian industries. So those foreign investors and Indian industries, they feel that Davos is the right place to enter into MOU because mostly they also have their meetings around this time near Davos, in Switzerland. They plan it like that. So I think MOU is a byproduct. But more than that, in Davos, you get to know so many new technologies, new things, new happenings, which are shaping the world economy, which are changing the world economy. Now this new wave of AI, so last year's theme in Davos was AI, because
Yeah.
I think that is something which is revolutionizing entire economic ecosystem. I feel that once you come to Davos, you get a bigger perspective.
Right. And you know, this whole geopolitics, Trump imposing tariffs, a lot of business people tell us that it's created a lot of uncertainty कि कहाँ पे capital डालना है, कल पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. How, is it becoming tough from a state perspective to attract foreign investors, foreign investments, because they themselves are seeing so much of uncertainty?
But I don't think that has happened. You see, in certain sectors, I think those sectors are little affected by these policies. But overall, the sentiment remains very robust. So let me tell you that again, in these 3 quarters, if you look at the FDI inflows, Maharashtra is leading. Maharashtra is number one again, and the FDI inflows have been more than what we got last year. So I think even today, if you look at our growth trajectory, the projections are now improved by the world institutions, global institutions. They feel that India will grow at 7.4%. So I think that shows that our economy is robust, our investment scenario is robust, and the global investors are bullish in investing in India.
Right. One thing that you know Maharashtra and Mumbai has been getting a lot of credit for in the last year is the infra upgrade that it's seen with Talnod project. In fact, we have we have the metro lady of India right behind you, Miss
Absolutely.
Ashwini Bhide. So, what else can we expect in terms of infrastructure projects, including metro rail networks, and how you're going to expedite the execution?
So I think our specialty is, the execution. So if you look at the metro projects which have happened in Maharashtra, every single project has broken a record. So we have been the fastest executors in India. Whether it is Mumbai Metro, whether it is Pune Metro, whether it is Nagpur Metro, every single metro has showcased, new engineering processes, and also it has broken its own records. In fact, our approach of creating a war room and tracking every single project and bringing all the stakeholders on a single table, that has helped us in, improving our speed. And now that we are expert into it, so we are trying to, increase our speed many-fold. So in recent times, you will see more infra push in Mumbai, in MMR region, in Pune, in Nagpur, in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, and especially when it comes to the urban infrastructure, we are, now creating a network of tunnels in Mumbai, a network of tunnels in Pune, whereby, we'll be able to ease the traffic in these cities. And again, so far as MMR region is concerned, we have our ambition of creating the third Mumbai. And I think our, venture here in Davos is will be very useful for attracting the investment in third Mumbai. We are looking forward for having the international funds to invest in the third Mumbai.
Third Mumbai.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, in terms of competition, I want to come to Andhra Pradesh. If you look at the way they've been offering land, they've offered at 1 rupee to major IT companies. They've also got huge investments in data centers. So first question, will you be okay with giving land at throwaway prices? Is it detrimental to a state's finances? And secondly, I want to ask you, data center, long term, is it a good investment to have? Because in terms of jobs, it creates few jobs, it consumes a lot of electricity, a lot of water. Are those, sustainable long term investments that you would want to attract?
So first of all, let me tell you that I respect Shri Chandrababu Naidu ji. He has been very consistent with attracting new technologies, and he has his own ways to attract. See, he has a new state.
Correct.
So it's a new state, and to attract the data centers and new technologies, he has to offer land at very low prices, and they have to give certain incentives. The biggest thing which they have is it's also a coastal state, so
Correct.
Undersea cable is also available to them. So far as Maharashtra is concerned, Maharashtra has already become a vibrant ecosystem for data centers. So right now we account for around 55 to 60% of India's data center capacity. And although there's a criticism that it's power guzzling and you require, I think so far as Maharashtra is concerned, we have enough power. No, that's not a problem. In fact, now our endeavor is to provide green power. We want to make green data centers. So we are trying to actually give green power to all these data centers. And see, in today's world, having hyperscalers, having data centers is something which will revolutionize every industry. Ultimately, we are also, looking at artificial intelligence, which is revolutionizing all the businesses, and that is very important. So I think this criticism that data centers don't create job, it creates an ecosystem to generate jobs. That is very important. So and in state like Maharashtra, in a state like in an area like Mumbai, where the undersea submarine cables are landing, I think it's the best place to have data centers, and we already have our data center policy, which is attracting, huge investments in data center. Of course, our incentive structure is different. We are not offering land at very cheap price.
Got it. So, I started with triple engine, so I'm going to circle back to local polls. There are reports that Shinde Sena has demanded that the mayor's post for 2.5 years. Any stance on that?
I'll say that these are all rumors. We are good with each other. We have no problems. We have fought the election together, and I'm very sure that once I go back to Mumbai, we'll sit and decide who will be the mayor and who else will get what post. There's no conflict.
Let me add to the rumor mills that Uddhav Thackeray and you are in calls, or he has called you, or you have taken his call or not, I don't know.
These are all rumors. You see, our alliance is very strong, and for a post of a mayor or for any small or big post, we'll not be fighting because people have given us mandate. So nobody will like us to fight on some post. We'll not do that.
Got it. Lastly, sir, one question in English for you before I end this interview. What do you miss the most about Mumbai when you're in Davos?
I miss everything about Mumbai, but Davos is a great place. And I think the amount of networking you do here is something which you will not be able to do elsewhere. But Mumbai is Mumbai, of course. Mumbai is a great city, and Mumbai is a real magnet. It's a
That's why you have magnetic Maharashtra.
Yeah, magnetic Maharashtra.
Great. On that note, thank you very much for talking to us. We just want a couple of answers from you in Marathi for our colleagues at